Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your April career and money reading on 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. The first card I'm going to pull for you is the card from the Rebel deck for Capricorn for April career and money. Okay, we're going to take this one here, and it says card number 17. What is already with you? Okay, so we'll see how this fits in. But you have a lot of butterflies on this deck, meaning changes are happening. But it's the statement on the card is what is already with you. So it's a beautiful card. And I'm going to leave it there for now. Come back to it in a minute. We're going to also go with the Dixit card now. Okay, we have two cards that came out. So let me get the other tripod, or not tripods, or the easel. Okay, the first card is about, I see this as a man on top of a house looking out, and he sees this bird coming, so he's expecting messages coming. There's a bit of clouds behind him, so things are a little bit confusing, it seems like, and you're waiting on some news to clarify the situation. News from this bird, okay? And the bird is far away at this moment, but he's most likely going to be coming towards you and providing you some message. And what's particular about these three cards that were pulled here is you have flying animals. You have butterflies, you have a bird, and on here you have bees. So you have something about flying, flights, or communications coming in, right? Because that's wind energy. Flying is in the air, so air is associated with communications if we think of tarot. So you're waiting on some information. And I think from this card here is you have this kind of bearish looking animal that's in the center of a flower, and he kind of has this suit on that looks like a bee, although they know he's not a bee. So he's trying to fit in. So possibly what this message is all about is when you're looking at what is already with you, you're already close enough, I would say, to what you need to be. But maybe you need to make some slight changes, okay, in order to be different and maybe more so like the bees on this card. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. We'll see what the tarot has to say. All right, so let's start with tarot for Capricorn for career and money for the month of April. We have the Six of Swords that came on the table, going to a better place. Capricorn, career and money for April. Okay, Capricorn, the first card out will be the present situation, and that is the Ace of Wands. A new opportunity comes to you, so this is probably what it is all about. It's a new opportunity that's being offered to you, and you're looking into maybe applying for this. Either it's a new job, or if it's at your current employment, you have a new opportunity for having a new client. And you're looking into this at this moment. The obstacles or opposing obstacles are basically the Justice card. So things, maybe it's something to do with things that have been unfair in the past. If it's a new job, you've been overlooked for some kind of promotion or some kind of a change at your work. Or if it's with a customer or a client, the contract or whatever, the new business was awarded to a competitor instead of you, and that was not done in a fair manner. We'll see. We'll just keep moving on. So the desires and aspirations is you want to put those worries to sleep. You want to get those out of your head. Again, you have a lot of swords here. And I think the worries will be clarified once you get these messages coming in to put your worries aside. Your guidance is the Hierophant, and Hierophant is about traditions. It's about higher learning. It's about possibly seeking help from an expert in the field. Yeah, let's leave it there for now. The outcome is 10 of Wands, which is a lot of work, a lot of burdens, a lot of day-to-day stuff that will have to be done. So, in a positive note, if it's more work, it's awesome, because that means you're most likely going to get this project, or you're on your way of getting this project, but work is involved. A lot of work is involved. Which I don't think is something that's undoable, not undoable, sorry, impossible. I think it's possible to get it done. Maybe you need to hire people in order to be able to delegate some of those new tasks. All right, so this deck here is going to help clarify the two cards. So the guidance. So how should Capricorn approach the Hierophant as a guidance card? So with Temperance. Okay, so Temperance. Two major arcanas here. So like I said, the guidance is to not forget about traditions. Maybe solicit help from an expert, a consultant in the field. And how to do that is to make sure that you're balanced, because Temperance calls for balance, but that your thoughts are balanced, that you know what you want, that you know what you want to manifest through all of this process. You're grounded. You're also, you've done some reflection on this, possibly, and you've done your homework. And then you come in with an open mind, because you have a lot of, you kind of like this knowledge around your head. You come with an open mind in order to absorb this knowledge that the Hierophant will share with you. As well, give me another card for the outcome, for the 10 of Wands. Again, to answer a question of how. So the outcome is the 10 of Wands, lots of work. How can this assist Capricorn in this process? Okay, we have a couple of cards that came out. We're going to take them. We have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Wheel. And the Two of Wands for me represents, in this deck particularly, represents planning. You've had to make a choice, okay? So you've taken a course of action, and basically what I'm seeing from this is you're going to have to do a 180-degree turn. If you look at the birds here, they're flying counter currently to where you're looking at. So you're looking in the wrong direction, basically. You need to look at where the birds are flying. So you need to turn around, and instead of holding on to that staff that's in front of you, turn around and hold on to the other one. And focus your energies and your strategy on that other one. So it's a complete turn. And we're seeing that something is needed to also happen. You need to also focus on what you already have, but it's calling for you to look at changing from this card here, changing something about yourself or about your company, your offer, in order to go with the flow, right? And if you look at this card here, the bird is not at all flying towards the man. Sorry. He's not at all flying towards the man. He's flying away from the man. So in order to attract that bird to fly back towards you, you probably will have to do some changes, or some changes are asked to be done on your strategy, okay? On the strategy that you're focusing on. So maybe that work that's involved is pertaining to that, is to rethink your project after you've consulted with whoever it is that you're going to solicit help with. And finally, the last card is the Wheel. The Wheel is about turning, getting on that wheel and turning with it in a very positive way. And because we have the 4 fixed signs on here, To me, this seems like this change that's going to happen when the wheel's going to start turning is going to be a fixed change, a permanent change, something that's going to be helpful and securing for your business or for your work, for your career. Let's look at Lenormand now. For Capricorn, for April, career and money, we have the Moon, reputation, or cycles. Okay, and we have 2 other cards. Yes, again, we got that snake here, and the snake means several things, but in this context, the snake is about shedding a skin. A change needs to occur, and most likely to do to your, not your reputation as such, but how you come across. As we said with this card here, how you appear to the public or to your customers or to your company. A change needs to occur. Shedding a skin. And look at this, you have the dog, and the dog spells for loyalty, your best friend. So it's like I said, if it's going to be with a new customer, it's probably a very long-term client or customer of yours, one that you've always had a good collaboration with, but maybe there's a competitor that has some new way of doing business and won some business over that you're actually trying in the past, and now you're trying to actually win that back. But you need to change your approach this time around. You can't rely on what you had and solely what you had. Yes, go with what you already had, but you need to bring some modifications or some improvements, okay? And then once that is done, that you've done that work, then you most likely you'll be getting the information. The news is going to come to you, and you're going to get on that wheel. Oops, I forgot. Let's get an animal card for you as well, Capricorn. And if this is pertaining to employment, you having been passed up for a career advancement, the same is applicable. So we have the Hawk Messenger, and I'll talk about that in a minute. The same is applicable if it's just for you about your business, that you've been passed up for a promotion. You need to change something about yourself. You need to maybe learn something new. Maybe the Hierophant is about learning, okay, and honing your skills, learning a new skill for the new job that you want to get onto. And, with shedding your skin as well, it's calling for change. And, the dog here being the loyal dog, it could be the company that's loyal to you or you're loyal to them. The Hawk Messenger, it says, Spirit is sending you messages. Okay, so we're talking about messages up here with those 3 cards as well. Open your greater vision to see the signs. And on this card, we see that you're fully aware. You're looking, you're waiting. On this card, you are fully aware as well. So you're probably already doing that. So you're focusing your priorities. So you've got your greater vision or your intuition already in place for that. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Ascending to new heights, again, meaning change, right? Positive changes. I like this. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'm going to actually ask you to ask a question that can be answered with a yes or no. If you need time, please pause the video, okay? So this is a card that's going to be giving you a yes or no answer to your question. So I'm not going to take those. I just want one. So one card for Capricorn, please, to their yes or no question. Okay, right here. And the answer is yes, but it's up to you. Again, you have a lot of wings on here. A lot of wings. And they're kind of protecting you. So, and she's also having wings. She also has wings on her back. So the angel is telling you that they're there. They're presenting you these signs, but it's up to you to act up on them. Okay? Very nice reading for you, Capricorn. So if you haven't done so already and you want to know more from me or learn or hear from me in the future, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And all the best to you for the month of April. All right, take care. See you next month.